What is up, everyone? Horace here, and welcome back to another Tuesday Talk. Today I'm going to be telling you the story of how, basically I was hit by a hurricane. So you guys all remember Hurricane Dorian that was like a month or two ago? So basically, I live in Nova Scotia, so I would have got hit by that. So here's the story about that. So it all started, I was like down in Bahamas. I'm like, whatever, so there's hurricanes, global warming and all that. So that I expected it. And then it was like really bad. I'm like, that kind of sucks for them. And it was going on to America. I'm like, sucks for America, like all the East Coast. Then I heard it was going past like up towards me in Nova Scotia. I'm like, well, crap. This is bad. So I was doing my research, and this is what it felt like. So like this was the news like the day or two leading up to it. Good evening, folks. Hurricane Dorian's gonna hit you guys. It's gonna be a Category 1 hurricane. And so a couple years back, I don't even think I was born yet, but Hurricane Juan hit, and that was our Category 1. I saw pictures from that. I'm like, geez, this looks bad. This is not a hurricane. This is not good. And then later that night, it was like, good evening, folks. Hurricane Dorian's now a Category 2 hurricane. Like, well, if that was a Category 1 and there was so much damage, what is a Category 2 gonna be like? So it's like, oh crap, there could be some damage. Like, what if there's like flooding or something? Because I live close to the ocean. Not too close, but whatever. So, I was like, oh god, what do I do? And we were like, started getting supplies and stuff together in case, we were like trapped for a couple days. So this happened on the weekend. I know it sucks. I didn't get to miss any school. Like, that was the thing that annoyed me the most in the end about the hurricane, is that I didn't get to miss any school. But so we're preparing for the hurricane, and the news comes on again. Good evening, folks. So Hurricane Dorian, now it's just a bunch of wind, basically. And I was like, okay, good. So it's just some wind. And then later, I checked the news again just to make sure, okay, it's still wind, right? And it was like, good evening, folks. So the big boy winds, yeah, they took some steroids. Now it's back to a Category 2 hurricane. I'm like, whoa, this took a turn. Like, oh, it's a Category 2 now. What? So I'm like, oh crap, this is bad. This is really bad again. And so I'm like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to see what happens. So the day of the hurricane arrives, and it's supposed to hit us at like really like most of it's gonna hit like 1 in the morning. Already at 12 in the middle of the day, like lunchtime, I'm hearing stuff coming in from like Halifax. Basically some insane stuff. Like all of downtown Halifax was flooded. A crane collapsed on top of a building. I saw a video of that. That was insane. That was all over the news and stuff. Like a crane collapsed on a building. And this isn't even the actual hurricane that hit. This is just the outside of the hurricane, like the winds. So I'm getting like really, really scared, right? Like, what if I get like badly hurt or something? So about 2, 3 o'clock, the power goes out. I'm like, oh boy, it's hurricane time. And so the Wi-Fi's down, so we can't check it or anything. So I just like start playing some games or whatever with my family, because what else am I gonna do, you know? And we realized, wait a minute, we have a generator. So we checked the news, and it's back down to a bunch of wind. I'm like, okay, we're good. There was so much damage, though. There was a couple leaves on the ground, a couple twigs. It was so scary. A couple twigs, I know, I could have died. But yeah, there's really no damage. I'd say the worst thing about it was probably just that, some people had their power out for up to a week. That would suck. We got ours back the very next day. There was really nothing. We even went around driving after it. There was not much damage. I didn't even get to witness the eye of the storm because it was at 2 in the morning and I was sleeping. Because it was 2 in the morning, you know? Yeah, actually, what I said about there no being school, that was a lie. I just remembered. So, the government's like, yo, what's really bad here in Halifax, because that's where, like, all the Nova Scotia government is, maybe we should shut down all the schools, so that's what they did. So there's no school Monday. I'm like, unexpected, but awesome, but we'll have to go down tomorrow. There's no school again the next day on Tuesday. I'm like, hell yeah. So yeah, that's basically the story there. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. Have a great day.